I can't fuck with snakes. I ain't all the way back from my people, I pray I won't fortune for fame. I'm finna turn up and get they ass a taste. I thought I was global, they screaming my name. I'm everywhere like I'm the Chicago way.
But alright, and yeah, Nicki is very, very heavily influential as well. And I can say there's a lot of artists that can say the same thing.
And Dirk.
Oh, and Dirk? Oh, okay. So the boy.
But for sure, Chief Keef here, so I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, Nicki, Sosa, and Dirk.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm like.
Alright, so all three of these voices inspire you to use your voice in the form of a rhyme. Alright, bet. Now let's get to it. What would you say is the best part about being an artist?
I think the best part of being an artist is just being able to express yourself like however you want to. Like you could say anything you want to say and just let everything out. And I learned that in my other South shit, like I'm letting everything out. So I take that a little more personal, but like it's like a big relief. Like I be like, a motherfucker piss me off, a motherfucker do this, I could go in the stool, eat your ass up, then boom.
You make this song?
I ain't gonna say like this song, but like I ain't gonna lie, like I be treating motherfuckers. They know like motherfuckers that be in my like outside life. They know like who I be sending shots at or who I'm. You feel me? I ain't gonna say diss them, but who I'm checking or who I'm. You feel me?
Okay, man.
But if I diss a bitch or you think I say motherfucker name, like I say your shit, like no.
All right, cool. Now, and thank you for the honesty. Because some people not admit that they make these songs, but thanks for the honesty.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bunch of bitches that piss me off. I made a big ass dick song, but I never put it out cause we ain't get back cool and shit. And even Apathan, like motherfuckers think that's a diss towards them, and it's really not. It's just like, it's just how I feel. Like you feel me?
All right. And I appreciate that because a lot of people don't like. People understand like this, and ain't just you doing it just for the sake that you just want to, like, or just for the sake of
It's who could be more disrespectful or who could rap better than who. Sometimes like it's just how you be feeling at the moment. But all those diss songs are recorded at the moment of how they're feeling. Over time, they might not feel the same way. So sometimes there may be no point in putting it out. So that's something easy to point out there. So yeah, I like that you were able to make that.
Yeah, then I be outside, motherfuckers. Hey, oh, I heard you said this. I heard you said that. Bitch, what's up? What you want? You feel me? You want to do something bad?
They want no smoke.
No, it's like, like what you gonna like? Shit, you feel like that? Say something back, but motherfuckers don't, you know.
All right, then. All right, now let's get to it. Oh man,
That's it.
Now, fair warning. We may cross some lines, but I am not a shady guy. I'm very respectful, so please do not take any question that I say or ask too serious, because I know I be ghetto. Sometimes I be professional, but I be want to naturally be myself. And me naturally being myself might cause me to say something that may have some people offended. Some people really do be offended by questions I ask or anything. So this is just me giving them a problem more. So please do not take note that I say offensive, comment section. Alright, now let's get to it. Montana. Let's break down. Let's break down what's the elephant in the room. You want to fill in the blank, or you gonna make me ask?
I'll make you ask it.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask this then. Okay, when it comes down to the eyes of the majority of the people in Chicago and to the world, or whoever it may concern, keyword who it concerns. In the eyes, you are seen as a transgender woman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first off, this is something that you've been all your life, or it took to a certain breaking point. Because I heard you ain't realized that you was a transgender woman by the time you was 21.
Yeah, like I didn't realize I was a transgender woman. Like I didn't. Like, how can I explain? Like, I didn't really know what that was and all that. Like, that's back then. Like, I didn't get education and all that. I just knew how I felt and what, you know what I mean, how my life was. I never knew nothing outside of nothing. I was from up over east. None of that shit. Like, I never grew up around none of that shit. None of it. So, like, growing up, I didn't know what the fuck. I just know I was a human being first.
Yeah.
So.
Now, with the label transgender overall, some people use it in a way to make it seem like that person is still not a human being. You are still a human being with natural feelings like how everyone else is. It's just you prefer what you prefer, and it's nothing wrong with that. At least in this world, but there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of people may look at you harshly for that, and that's what you were speaking on earlier as far as the music and everything. So, but before you get to the music part, we gotta get to the personality part and everything, and the life and everything. So, when did you start embracing who you are?
I started all the way embracing who I was around like once I like really realized like oh yeah like around 12 years old. I started embracing all the way, yeah, like
Okay.
all the way.
Now, before I get deeper into it, let's break down what got you to that point, because a lot of people, first off, that's a pretty young age to make a big decision, and a lot of people say at that age you're still not in your right mind, you're still growing and developing and everything, you're still trying to figure out what life is and everything. At least that's when you get more mature. So, what got you to that point in life when you were mature enough to make the decision?
I feel like I don't know. Like it's crazy because I feel like a lot of people always tell me I'm way more mature than for my age anyway. But like I don't know. Like as I like grew up, like I already knew like that like kindergarten and all that shit. I already knew like then like I already knew I liked the boys, like you know all type of shit. Like I had already yes, like I already knew like I don't know. I already knew like what I liked it. I already knew like it was just like. I was in the wrong body. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, literally, it was like, you know, like how a boy grow up, it was just the totally opposite. But,
Okay.
I knew, like, I don't know, I just knew. It was just like, I don't know, you know how, like, just a regular person come out, like, okay, say, like, for example, a biological girl, a biological man come out, they grow up, and marry, had kids, da-da-da. I just thought the same way, but I was just in the wrong body.
Okay.
And it was confusing for everybody, like, you know.
Okay, so you just knew off rip that this is what you wanted to be even in kindergarten. That's 5 years old.
like a lot of people think like, oh, you this way because like somebody touched you, or you this way because this, that, and third. Like whether that happened in my life, that didn't, like you know what I mean. That didn't,
right?
No, it did. But I'm saying like that didn't define. Like that wasn't. I already knew I liked it and stuff. Even though, you know what I mean. Like that ain't what made me who I am.
Oh, okay.
Type shit. Like people try to find reasons like, oh, why this person is this and why this person is that. I feel like some people really just be what they be, straight out the womb.
Okay. All right. And it said when you make this decision, at some point you got like that's when you gotta accept it for yourself, but also the world gotta accept it too. And before it gets to the world, it starts with the family and everything. Now, or maybe even your peers. Sometimes you hide it for a little bit, or you just might naturally say it, and then what happens. So, did you ever have to hide it while growing up until a certain point?
Gee, like I've not, like, I always been, like, I'm gonna say this Harry, so, like, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, like, anything, like, I don't know. Like, I was never really able to have it, because it was, like, it'll come out. Like, it's gonna eventually come out, either, like, to close people to me, or it might come out by people that I don't know looking at me, or, you know what I mean? Or, like...
Okay, so you've never been ashamed of who you are?
Like, I never... I was always, but, like, I became vocal with it, like, started telling my friends and shit, like, you know, but I was always just open. Like, they ass knew. Like,
okay. The reason why I asked because I don't talk to certain people, a few people. Some are friends of mine, some not. And this is something that's not easy just to put out, just because of how the world is. Especially like what it is now is not like how it was back then. Back then, they would crucify you for doing shit like that.
hell yeah, that's how I said. Like that's how I said, especially growing up on V's, baby. I was like,
and you over East this shit too. You know how hard life had to been if you be
I
over
ain't play
East.
though. I ain't play though.
What? Yeah, you ain't play, so you knew how to survive and everything. So, what? Now, why I want to ask you is, did you know who you are? Knowing who you are, or what you want to be, you expressing it. Did that? Was that the main motivation for you to learn how to survive? Because of who you are, or just because of natural environment?
I say a little bit of both. Natural Miami because who I am. Because in the inside, I'm like in the inside, I'm like, damn. If I express this certain feeling, like, is I'm gonna get attacked, or is it? You know what I mean? Like, so my natural instinct just was just like go crazy. Like before motherfuckers go crazy on you, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy. Plus, what I was going through at a young age made me crash out early anyway. So motherfuckers ain't really wanna, Then I got brothers, all type of shit. Like, then I'm really cool with motherfuckers. Like, a lot of motherfuckers, like, I'm just really cool, bro. Like, it ain't no other than that, like, ain't no other shit going on, nothing. We just cool to see it. Like, we grew up together.
Okay, but you smoke having brothers, like blood brothers or just friends as brothers?
Both. I got blood brothers. I got a lot of blood brothers, and I got a lot of mud brothers.
And when you first told everybody, nobody had an issue with it.
Yeah, some people had an issue with, like, of course, I lost, like, a couple friends, and, like, but as I, like, started to progress, and, like, you know what I mean, just started to, like, just stand, they just came back, shit, they just, like, they just didn't understand, but that's okay, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I lost a couple people, there's some people that I still don't talk to this day, but I also gained more people than I lost.
Oh, you gained more than lost, okay,
But I never lost none of my family, or none of that, so that's really all I gave a fuck about, my family and my friends.
Y'all can't tell if I'm clapping. But yeah, though, because I was about to say the family is the main one that's important here because that's the first thing you see that your blood red is. It's like you're meant to be here and accept me and be with me on my side. So as long as the family can still care, but yeah, though. So, and the last question before we move on from this topic, as a matter of fact, we just gonna move on, bro. It'll circle back anyway. Now, you being a trans woman to you being an artist, you said that holds back on the music.
Yeah, like, yeah, sometimes, yeah. Like, cause it be like, people like, okay, like say for example, like people that want to work with me, but they be scared, or like what the next motherfucker gonna say, or like they be scared, like, like, I don't know, or it be like people that act like they want to work with me, but really like I get around us a bunch of bullshit, or it's like, it just like, I don't know, it just like confusing sometimes, like, I don't be knowing who be genuine and who be don't. But like, I know, but like, I don't be, at first glance, I don't know. But I feel like it just, I say like, it just, I don't know, it just like, sometimes it put up a border, but sometimes it don't. But sometimes it do.
Alright, and so that's what's happening, like just as far as network with other people when being an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, check this out. Earlier in the year, we're not going to just focusing on trans overall, like the whole overall pride community and everything. We had a lot of artists from Chicago that rise and everything, but as far as the gay, LGBTQ, however you want to put it, we didn't have a lot of those type of artists out here. And if I'm not mistaken, the first ever artist that's under the act was Kidd Kenn. And he being the first one to do that for Chicago and everything, it did put a like it made people question it, but at the same time, it goes to show it's multiple people outside in the world that have this in them.
He be talking his shit though. He be talking his shit, but he's still a boy. So people put trans at like the bottom of the beer. Like it's like.
Oh, so like, it's more discrimination with you because of that.
Yeah, it's not like, you know what I mean? Like, you got Saucy, you got all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like when it comes to trans, it be like, you know what I mean? Some people just be like, just because it has society just put that stigma out and just, you know what I mean?
Okay.
A lot of people transphobic. Like, they'll be like, there's a lot of people that like, I'd rather my son be gay than trans. Or like, I'd rather this than that, than anything but that. Like, a lot of people like that. They might not show it.
Doesn't trans and homophobic fall in the same category?
No.
That's
the thing. No, that's a whole different thing. Like they is homosexuals. We is transsexuals.
Okay, so just the fact that you're swapping genders is a big problem.
Yeah, it's like people think that is a big problem. Some people think that's a big problem.
Okay, so despite trans, go ahead, my bad. Sorry.
Go ahead.
So despite Kidd Kenn being gay, just the sole fact that he wasn't a trans a transgender artist, that did not hinder him back from networking with a lot of people and being able to
I
get
feel like a lot of motherfuckers fuck with like you know how like a lot of gay people with family in Chicago. A lot of motherfuckers fuck with gay people in Chicago. Like,
yeah.
But trans is like a whole different thing. It's like a whole different like it's a whole different ball game. Like at the end of the day, they be like, well, at the end of the day, you know, they're still. But at the end of the day, they feel like, oh, you trying to be this or you trying to be that, and people don't want to accept it. That's how. Like it's it's predominantly of the black community. That's how.
Okay, I was about to say, like,
Yeah,
is this like a whole worldly thing or just like a race thing?
No,
Yeah,
predominantly the black community.
Okay, so
Type
it's
shit.
really the black community that's like, that doesn't make this easy. So
Yeah, it's really the black community type shit.
so
Like-
so other races, they support it?
Yeah, like they, Caucasians, Arabians, Mexicans. Yeah, but they be like eating it up. They don't discriminate. Like they generally like fuck with people for being people. Like they don't look at that, oh this or that, because they didn't grow up like that. Or they didn't, you know what I mean? They didn't like. It's crazy. Like black people, it be racist to their own people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Black people be racist to their own people.
yes, like y'all want me to support Black Lives Matters, but y'all don't support Trans Lives Matter. So why the fuck would I support Black Lives Matter?
You know, trans lives and black lives. I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's like trans. That's not only a black community, a black person thing. That's a world thing.
Yeah.
We got Caucasian, Hispanic, Indian, all
But
types.
talking about the black community though.
But
They
focusing
just-
on them.
Yeah, it just be that's my community. At the end of the day, like you know what I mean.